Good Habits for Life. Accomplish Any Personal Goal. Written by Moises Hinojosa. Narrated by Nicholas Pitcher. Introduction. Habits. We all have them. Some are good, while others may be downright atrocious. Many of our habits have been with us for as long as we can remember. In fact, we may not even remember where or how we picked them up. There are also habits that we seem to do without realizing that we're doing them. What are habits? How do they affect the goals that we set for ourselves? And why are they so hard to change? Habits are the many little behaviors that make up our daily routines. Whether it's something as mundane as brushing your teeth or an activity a little more complex like cooking dinner, habits help us get essential and fun things done. It's important to emphasize that not all habits are necessary for your life. In fact, some can be bad for your health and your general well-being. Once we identify these habits as negative influences in our lives, we often decide it's time to act on them. It's this deduction that drives a person's urge to set goals for themselves to either break the bad behavior traits completely or change them to something positive. With that in mind, how many times have you wanted to achieve a new goal? How often have you tried to break an existing habit such as smoking, overeating, or even spending too much time on your social media platforms? Perhaps too many to count. When we think about changing habits, we envision a huge obstacle, a giant mountain we need to get around. Sometimes it seems like you may be giving up more than you're getting in return. The longer you've had the habit, the more difficult it may seem to break. This is because breaking and creating habits is essentially a lot of constant hard work. Equally important is that many people may not realize that, in most cases, achieving new goals is a twofold deal. You need to break the series of behaviors that led you to continuing to perform the bad habit. Then, at the same time, you need to introduce new behaviors that will ultimately create the new habit. This new habit will then form the basis of you ultimately achieving your goal. That sounds complicated, especially since most people don't realize that success depends on how you approach both parts of this process. Changing habits isn't just about quitting something or starting something else. It's no wonder, then, that so many people approach changing habits and achieving goals with so much hesitation. After all, who wants to fail, or in some instances continuously fail, at trying to master a new habit needed to achieve a goal they really want to achieve? In fact, Candela Brower, a licensed professional counselor and certified somatic experiencing practitioner in Southbury, Connecticut, has explained the process of trying to change your habits like this. It's like eating a big meal and not fully digesting it, but then eating another big meal and then another. The body does not digest what has happened, and instead we stuff our feelings, numb out, or deny reality. Ayabar 2021. Would it make sense if I told you that the reason many people fail at changing their habits is that they're going about the process all wrong? One doesn't simply drop a bad habit from one day to the next. You also don't develop a new habit by simply deciding that you want to change your ways. If that's true, then how do you go about it? The good news is that there is a simple framework that you can apply to your life that will help you change any bad habit and replace it with a more constructive one. In addition to helping you identify the bad habits you should change, this tried and trusted framework also helps you to identify the habits needed to achieve a new, more productive goal. Changing your habits using the correct process will enable you to achieve any goal that you set for yourself. Using a combination of the habit loop and even somatic therapy and techniques will help you identify and change any habit you're dealing with. That includes habits like losing weight, adopting a healthier lifestyle, as well as being more productive. It will even help you to quit smoking. With over 25 years in the field of human learning, I can honestly tell you that struggling to achieve new goals and break bad habits in the process is a common problem for people of all ages. One of the primary reasons for this is that people often don't understand what behaviors led them to create the bad habit in the first place, which, by the way, is a crucial step to changing its effect on your well-being.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?